Hello my lovelies, Barbara here with another tarot reading for the week ahead. It's a Monday, the 11th of August 2025. Have you had a fantastic weekend? I was writing a little bit more on my book. I say little because it is little. I'm sort of getting there very slowly. I'll get there eventually. Anyway, I hope you had a great one too. So another deck that I forgot I had, found at the back of one of my many bookcases. We have the Starman Tarot, and it's an absolutely superb deck. In fact, I'm going to show you the front of it. There we go. It's actually based on all the artwork of David Bowie's album covers and things like that. Absolutely brilliant. Totally crazy, but absolutely brilliant. So there's the back of the card. You can see they're quite long and quite narrow, and they're quite shiny as well. So I'll try and not have the reflection on my window on there. But oh my goodness, the symbolism in it is amazing. It's just crazy. So here we have your lead card of the week is the Emperor. See, I can't even get the whole thing in the bloom camera. So here we have the Emperor standing tall, being in command. And that's what this week is all about. Now, the thing about the Emperor, he's fought to get to the top. Emperors, they don't automatically, you know, get their land or their countries or whatever. They have to fight for it invariably. And he's there. He's at the top of his game. He's very wise. He's very knowledgeable. But he has to remain there. And one of his jobs is to protect what is around. So that's the people around him, perhaps his business, his family, all these sorts of things, his relationships. And he has to be in that commanding position. And that's what this week is all about. Being not in controlling, I hate to say controlling, but being in control of everything around, but also having the courage of our convictions to go forward and to battle against things that we really don't agree with. I don't mean that you're being awkward or I don't want to go on holiday there or anything like that, but where you see things that aren't being done correctly, things that perhaps other people are being picked on, all these kind of karmic things almost that you need to deal with this week, and to actually say, instead of taking a step back, I'm going to voice, not shouty or anything like that, but I'm going to say my concerns. I'm going to stand up for that person. I'm going to stand up for myself. You know, all these different things. Perhaps you've got a problem at work. You might not even be in a position of authority in at work, but you can see perhaps somebody's being bullied or being picked on. Perhaps it's you that's being bullied and picked on in the workplace or at home or in relation with your friends or neighbours or whatever. It's time to stand up and have that courage of your convictions. Now, I will say, there is always the chance that you're the one that's in the wrong. Let's be honest. When we have certain things like, isn't it, YouTube or, you know, any videos and things like that, we tend to be drawn to things we agree with. We quite often don't listen to the other point of view. So I would say check things out first 100% to ensure that you are in the right position to say something or voice your concerns and things like that. And that's really, really important for your own benefit as well. Even if it's not actually affecting you, it's affecting somebody else, and perhaps that's making you feel uncomfortable, it will affect you long term because you think, crikey, I did that. Wow. I'm quite impressed with myself to be able to do that. You've got to take the rough with the smooth sometimes, you know, so it could backfire. But it's down to that strength. Remember, if you don't try something, you're already failed. So this could very well be in a business, you know, whether it's your business or, you know, a job. It could be within your home. Perhaps your friends are all having arguments, things like that. But it's taking control of the situation and being able to build on that, even if it's only for your own, say, self-esteem, but your own inner feeling of, yeah, empowerment. This is an empowerment week for us all in whatever direction you want to go, in whatever part of your life that you need to empower yourself. Even if it's only a small thing, you know, it could be 2 steps forwards or 3 steps forwards and 1 step back. It doesn't matter. It's taking that step forward and taking the bull by the horn, sort of. So what happens if you do that? What's your next card? Oh my God. It's the Death card. And we all know, I love the Death card because I quite like change. And the Death card, look at this. I'm trying to get it. You can't really see it very close up. When I do the video at the end, you know, when I swizz the camera around, I'll do it very slowly because there's so much in here. And here he is, the Death card. Remember, it's all about letting go. It's transformation. Now, that transformation may be very well your whole feeling about yourself. Yes, I can do this now. It's giving me the confidence to let go of that, let go of the old me and move on. And that's what the Death card is all about. Sometimes you have to let go of things that you've held on to for a long time. Now, that could be, I'm going to change my job and I've been in that job for a long time. But it also might, you know what? I've held on to these past experiences for too long. Now I know I have the ability and the confidence to actually move on. This is a superb card to get in any reading. So what does that lead on? I'm so excited about this week. Honestly, when I drew these cards, oh my goodness, I can't believe these. Yet another major. So we've had 3 majors so far, and we have Lovers. What I particularly like about this, again, you probably can't see this, but down here, where she's sort of covered up, it's honeycomb, and it's surrounded by bees. You know, all that abundance and nectar, all about building for the future. And if you look closely on, I don't think you can see it up. Is it there? Yes, it is. There is protection against the evil eye. So you feeling good about yourself, you know, in whatever way it has, proud of yourself that you've managed to deal with the situation. Sometimes that can draw in other people who are envious. Say, perhaps this is a relationship. There may be other people. Of course there will. People are naturally sometimes envious about others who they think are doing very well and think they're doing better than themselves and all that sort of thing. That's to protect it, blow it. You know, you are protected. And there was something else in here and I can't think what it was. No, isn't that funny? No, I couldn't see it when I saw it earlier. I think it was in relation to these bees. She's not being stung. This is the whole point. She is being protected. Bees will also protect the hive when you think about it. So this is a feeling of protection after you have grown internally, grown within your own mind and have been able to move on. This could also represent, this often turns up when I do readings, I get a lot of people coming about their businesses. This often turns up when they're taking on a partnership within a business, but it's also taking control of yourself, being that whole, I am happy in who I am and in whatever the situation is that has been around me and is coming into me. So this is like new opportunities coming in because you've had the courage of your convictions in the beginning. So where does that lead on? Okay, we've got the 10 of Cups. So if this actually is to do with a relationship, I will say it's a very good week for relationships, as long as you stand up and don't take a back seat. You know, if you fancy someone, you know, go and ask them out. What are they going to say? Well, they can say yes or no. Simple as that. But even the fact that you've taken that first step will make a difference. Look at this. Now, this is Metatron's cube. I'm quite sure it is. I really looked at it. It's really where it's been designed, I'm pretty sure. And that is all about protection. And what did you have here? You had that evil eye protection there. So you are so protected. What else is in this particular card? Because it is quite like, whoa, all over the place. There's all the cups coming down to them. They've got a cat here, protection. There's a hawk. Which side is it? There is. There's a hawk down here. They protect. You know, there's all these things around you. This is such a great week, full of energy. Oh my goodness. You know, you can remember there's the old adage, and somebody said that to me this week actually, but what if I fall? Or what if you fly? And that's what's this thing. And it's having that courage. I've tried to do that. Look what we end up with. We've got the Ace of Wands trying to get it in the thing. Look at this. The energy. Look at it. Look at the energy this week. For all of us feeling a bit in the doldrums, feeling a bit down, this is the week to actually move forward, take the bull by the horns. I'm going to do this. I'm going to sort that out. That might not work, but hey, that might. Blah, blah, blah. And that's what you end up with. That ace. That beginning of something new, something that you can almost feed on for the rest of the year. I really do feel that. It's like the rest of the year. What we decide to do now, this week, can affect us for the rest of the year. And look what you can be drawing. Something new. Remember, you've had the Death card. So that's transformation. A Fire card is transformation. But only you can actually do that transforming, if you like. That transformation has to be down to you, nobody else. Don't rely on somebody else to do it. You have to do it. So have an amazing, exciting, actually soul-enhancing week where you can do anything if you try. You may fail, but you may not. And that's the important thing. It's that feeling of inner success almost. I had the courage to do that. Be that emperor this week. Have a great week. I shall see you soon. Bye for now.